What it do, what it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Peace Dealer, and we are still moving strong and steady. We are currently experiencing a waning moon phase as we prepare for the new moon. How is everybody? I see y'all in the live chat, looking at the live chat right here. Hi, everyone. What's up, Miss Kiki? What's up, D? What's up, Mercy? What's up, Stephanie? Let us gather and focus our energies right now, okay? Please join me in some diaphragmatic breathing as we gather up the chi in our hearts, and we are ready to express forth a lot more vigor and courage in our lives. For those of you with Earth, you probably feel the sarcasm that is just bleeding from my aura right now. But despite all of that, I want to thank Michelle Diedrich of Solus Intuitive. She recommended I get this backdrop, and it's really dope. So please join me in this diaphragmatic breathing right now. Let us breathe down to our diaphragm. I want you to activate this breath of life with me, okay? I want you to literally breathe in everything that you are ready to manifest. Taurus season is the season of manifestation. Every Taurus is a boss. This is undeniable, okay? I make fun of them for being slow, but they're stronger than I'll ever be, okay? This is just facts. And there's heavy manifestation that's coming into fruition ever since we had that Sun-Jupiter transit. Well, the sun is opposite Jupiter for the next few days. It's actually opposite Jupiter right now. So, I want you to go back in the past 6 months ago. But before that, breathe into your diaphragm, satisfaction, and breathe out gratitude. If anything, you can imagine a golden light shining down your crown and breathing out gratitude appropriately. Sweet. I have a channeled message for a majority of you. Please do not be appalled at the fakeness that has left your life, because there's room for much more real. Some of you are not aware that certain people who put on a mask in front of you was a certain way, and you don't have to really feel threatened by their absence, as they will leave room for real people. It's very cliche for me to be talking about fake and real, but Saturn's back in Capricorn and it's Taurus season. So it's very easy to spot who's fake and who is real, okay? And I'm not necessarily saying in a sense where you point your finger. I'm saying people are outright going to be telling you, I'm fake or I'm real with their actions. Keep this in mind. Mars is about to leave Capricorn. Mars doesn't leave Capricorn without a show. And if you didn't know, now you do. So let's continue this diaphragmatic breathing. Breathe in this light. Breathe out gratitude. It is okay. As we do the breathing, I'm just gonna say channel messages. Very corny and cliche-like, as if this was QVC and they're just subtitles. So every time I breathe in, I'm gonna breathe in a channeled message, and we'll do this for like 10. So I'm freestyling this, but okay. It is okay to accept the psychic telepathy that you feel bubbling up from your subconscious. People have screwed up minds, and it's okay that you do too. It is okay that your sex drive has exponentially driven higher to the point where even if you're not more aroused, you're definitely more obsessed and focused than usual. This has everything to do with Mars that is on Lilith right now, and you will have release that you never expected coming. It is okay that some facets of your consciousness are very, very misunderstood. Please keep in mind that in the grand scheme of time as we travel through space, these unexplored parts of yourself are ready to be embraced. Please, in fear of not wearing a mask of being misunderstood, do not close off opportunities of people who want to get to know you for real because you want to keep that part sectioned off. And a lot of you kind of have this sacred space in you, and you don't want to let anyone in there. Like spirit is showing me the vision. It's like you're talking to spirit like, I want someone to share my inner space with. And then people look up at your inner space like, ooh, I wonder what's in there. And you're like, get away! Go away! Shoot! And then they walk away and you're like, spirit, why don't I just want someone to share this sacred space with? And then spirit sends someone else, some weird creeper, and you're like, go away! No, go away! And then spirit sends someone else, and it's like, oh, this person seems like they could be cool. Bye. You know what I mean? And it is like you guys let them in the waiting room. You guys let them in the waiting room all day. You just have mental conversations. But as soon as they want to like step into emotional boundaries, shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay. And then, all right, another channeled message. Water signs, come here, come here. Water signs. Some of you are literally trying to have people jump all in your life. Some of you, so water signs, you're just like this pool, and you're like, does anyone want to swim in me? And you see air signs like, I ain't trying to drown. Get away from me. And you're just like, anyone want to swim in me? And you water signs, you're just inviting people to just jump in you. And it's like water, there's some dirty ass people here. Spirit wants me to let you know you're trying to cleanse people. There's some dirty, like Earth is trying to tell you, Virgo's all like, yo, there's some dirty ass people. You letting fire jump all in you. They're just excreting all their waste in you. And Earth is like, there's some dirty ass people. And water's just like, but I want to clean them. And then they just give you all their gunk. And then what happens after you take a shower? That's what you forget. Like, no, like I take a long ass shower. I take a long ass shower, but I get out the shower. Like people, no one just stays in the shower all day. You just start feeling pruny. So, people just unload off of you and then they go on and you're like, where did they go? I wanted to drown them and I wanted to just completely until they're like every water sign has to stop themselves like, oh my God, I want to do so much more, but it's going to be so extra. And it's like water. No, stop being an open pool. Learn from your earth brethren. Like you limit the water, like give people some juice. And then when they want some more, be evil like Capricorn. Capricorn will just know, they'll put the juice in front of you. And then when you're about to eat, they'll be like, oh, hold on. Give me your soul first. Give me your soul. You're thirsty. I know you're thirsty. I made sure you couldn't get water anywhere. It's a monopoly, bitch. Give me your soul. Okay, here, you can have the water. Oops, I dropped it. I still have your soul. You know what I'm saying? Vintage evil. You can only respect Capricorn for that. That's evil with style. And then you have evil genius, which is Aquarius. It's the necessary evil that you need in your life. that teaches you and makes you better before it inevitably reveals, I am your father. Okay, and then you just have pure evil, which is, you know, Pisces. It's like they're so evil you love them. It's like they're pure though. It's so they're not really evil because they're pure. And it's like, you know, they're doing everything to return you to nirvana, but that's the nothingness. But they're going to be very spiritual on the way because they truly care about you, but they're still going to kill you. But they're the killer that cares. Okay. Very amazing people. Anyway, welcome to this weekly horoscope or whatever. Gemini rant aside, are you guys ready for Gemini season? I see you guys talking shit, by the way. I see you guys talking shit. Don't act like I don't live my life on social media, all right? So when you guys talk about Gemini, when you guys talk about, oh, let's skip Gemini season because you guys hate us everywhere anyway, that shit gets to me, okay? I take that personally, and then I rant to y'all. I see y'all talking shit, okay? I don't think y'all are ready for Gemini. Y'all think you can talk shit about Gemini before Gemini season. All right, I've been having mad readings with Geminis too lately, and it's all gravy. Every time, don't think Gemini is sweating the hate. Every time Gemini gets with Gemini, and we talk, it's all gravy. It's like, yeah, you know, everyone else is tripping, but you know we right. You know, do they say that about you? Girl, don't even listen. You a Gemini. Like, let me just let y'all know. Okay, so I know y'all talking shit. Like, Gemini season is not about to blow past y'all. And where you gonna be then? Where you gonna be then? It's all good. It's all good. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. Okay. Now, after Gemini season, you can talk your crap. That's what Cancer season's for. Cancer season's after Gemini season, just tornadoes in your life, and it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to feel about this. And you need 30 days to understand how you feel before you go to Leo season. So Taurus season, yo, we are in a very important phase here. Third quarter square, the moon's in Aquarius. What do you know about your value? Because it's showing. I don't know if you know it's showing, but everything valuable about you or everything faulty about your values is breaking down or breaking through. And I mean true values. I mean values that stand the test of time. I mean values that actually differentiate someone who thinks they know stuff versus someone who doesn't have to say a word. That's why I love Taurus. Taurus gives the side eye to Gemini. Like, why is this person talking so much? Like, Taurus doesn't have to say a word. Like, you can see Taurus dripping with value with their body alone, okay? And I don't think a lot of you know, I know that's why you guys watch me, but I don't think a lot of you know, the moon is about to go in Pisces. Only Sagittarius and Gemini get it. I'm sorry. Because Sagittarius, like, you guys think Sagittarius and Gemini are crazy, and we're kind of delusional. If we're talking about out of base with reality, technically, yes, because we still have that Virgoan perspective. We still need to have the Virgo that's like, dude, you don't know it right now, but you're coloring way off outside the lines, okay? But Gemini and Sagittarius have the square. Virgo has the opposition to Neptune. So Virgo is just seeing into everyone's delusions, like, why is everyone so strange? And then Sagittarius and Gemini have the square. So like, we're half here, but then we're half in the spiritual. And you guys don't see what we see. And then Pisces is full in there. And y'all don't understand what, y'all think Pisces wants to be all high vibrational. Just look at all the Pisces, Ralph Smart, Janae Aiko, Erykah Badu. You think these Pisces want to be all ascendant? You don't know they want to smack your face. But Aquarius and Pisces have to be peace and love because they're ascended masters. So it's like you don't even know, like they're in the spiritual realm. And then Virgo has to be opposite because you always have to have the responsible adult, even in the procession. Like Gemini is more immature youth, childlikeness. Virgo is adult maturity. So you have to have the person that's like, I know you guys think you know everything, but we're in reality and you guys look stupid as hell. But you guys don't understand, like Gemini and Sagittarius are square Pisces. So Go to a Sagittarius this week, because even though Gemini is square Pisces, we're not after Virgo. Sagittarius is after Virgo, so they can weigh in the facts. Gemini is just raw truth, which is valuable because it's before it's filtered and discriminated. You're getting it as it's coming through. And, you know, this Neptune energy is trying to drown you. I have a revolutionary thought that I want to share with you, my friends. You need to embrace the inner creep. You need to embrace the inner creep. You need to embrace your insecurities. It's 2018, like if you still hate certain parts of yourself, know that this adventure journey allows you to change and to mold and also to become who you're meant to be. Or you can be a scumbag. Like, life is so amazing. Like, you really literally can be a piece of shit your entire life. Hold on. And I thank you, Pisces, for this. Like, you can be a homeless derelict that does nothing but lie and still just be at peace within yourself. That is how amazing life is. You have the Get Real squad that has to motivate people and set up hierarchical structures so that we need to point out the losers in the group. If you're not the losers in the group, it's going to motivate you to be higher, show you what you can get. There's nothing wrong with wanting to attain perfection too, unless you want it so much you forget to be free. And yes, I did see Assassination Classroom, so that's where I'm getting that theory from. But really be mindful, because you really can be a piece of crap. And I think people are forgetting that. This is what Chiron and Aries is coming through. It's like, beloved, there's nothing you have to do to earn the right of love. That's the old illusion. That's the old lie. That's the lie some of your parents accidentally taught you, where it's like you didn't get validation because you had to be a certain person. You couldn't be yourself. And some of you are waking up out of the illusion that you have to be a certain person. You have to have a certain thing to receive the love you deserve. Not respect. Respect is earned, okay? But love, just basic recognition and somewhat understanding, okay? We're talking about the reasonable person, right? We're talking about someone who actually is invested in their own growth and the growth of others they care about. All right, so don't hit me with the, what about this type of person? What about that type of person? Use your brain. I'm saying, you especially, like, there's nothing, you can be a piece of shit. Trust me. This is not widely popular. Like, people don't believe this. Like, in case you don't know, this is a lie. People are trying to tell you that you have to live up to a certain standard. No, you need to drop this pressure, that this psychic subconscious weight that you have, so you can remember first to live your life. Okay, you can be a complete total piece of crap asswipe. If you now, should you, is a totally different story. I don't think you should. I think you should be the best you. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to catch them all. It's not that type of game. But I'm saying, if you failed, you still live this life. Like, you still were here. You still had to experiment with concepts that no one else has done. There are people who, as you're running their race, they're not even running their own race. They're just sitting at the side critiquing. There are people who want to discount your right to enjoy things and to have experiences as if everything you're supposed to do is perfect. And this is what this Taurus season, as we're wrapping up, is allowing us to see. Everything that you find valuable in yourself is everything that you're going to hold others accountable to find valuable within you. And everything you find valuable in others is showing in your taste. Yeah, you may love things so much, but is it good for you, really? Is it nourishing for your soul? Yeah, you really are attracted to this devil card partner who lights up your sexual fire, but the universe wants to hook you up with the Two of Cups. Someone who you have a heart to heart with and mutually respects you and really has your back and is on your wavelength. Okay? There's this shift is here, y'all. This is the week that's going to lead into Uranus going into Taurus. The moon's going to go into Pisces the next couple of days, and a lot that you thought was a delusion is going to really flip around how you see and perceive things. I hate to say it, but there's a lot more development that we were supposed to have. So I'm going to turn off Michael and the Peace Dealer, and I'm going to bring Double A out right now. I may lose some of you as I'm transmitting, but let's just get into it. I hope some of you are not inadvertently entertaining dark and evil spirits. Remember, a lot of these shadow beings and beasts are vibrations that look for human hosts. Some of you are willing human hosts. This is spiritual warfare. The time for entertaining darkness and pure fuckery was Saturn and Sagittarius. Saturn in Capricorn means business. There's false light out there. There are people masquerading around using the name of these archangels. There are people masquerading around giving false and half truths, bringing you in with light and then giving you darkness, walking the left-handed path. You are watching videos that have symbolism behind them and spells crafted into them so that you actually get visitors with what you see, subatomic particles that are gifted through the portals. Why is Gemini a portal? Have you ever asked that? Because the idea invades your consciousness, and it's Virgo that disseminates what to accept, so that Sagittarius makes a meaning. What does what I say mean? These are portals through which entities and spirits can come through. And if you were aware, I mean, look at how easy it was for Fraudrin to just possess Dreyfus, one of the most powerful holy knights. Demons are powerful. Demon level threats are starting to invade our world. There's been an intergalactic war for thousands of years that froze this. This intergalactic freezer spell is over because the South Node's in Aquarius, and some of you with Moon Pluto are feeling this. You're feeling attached entities on people that it's very dark, and they come through and they drain your energy, and some may not be conscious. Some may be conscious. You have these punks dabbling with Satanism. You have these punks dabbling with dark entities. They don't even know they're puppets for these dark spirits and demons, using their flesh puppet, manifesting with their energies. Since they're not physical beings, they have stronger pull and can help you manifest through stuff beyond the realm. Welcome to Jupiter and Scorpio. Who are your spirit guides? Because spiritual support is important. And a lot of people are linked up with spirit guides who are bunk. A lot of people are linked up with spirit guides who are just ultimately deceptive because they gave you what you want, but you didn't take the time to get to know them. This is the occult. This is everything that Jupiter is illuminating more of. This is everything that orthodox religions warn you against, because if you don't get initiated in this path, you don't know what familiar spirits you're working with. Contemporarily, in this age that denies magic and doesn't want to believe that in their hearts, and is lying themselves and trapping themselves of growing old and actually getting older. Double Pisces, Sun and Moon, North Node, Erykah Badu has said growing up is a trap. For someone, an ascended master like her, to say that, she's not just saying that. People are in this illusion, okay? So, barring that in mind, you're developing different connections with your subconscious, your super ego, your superconscious, your ID. People, we're not in the time of our ancient ancestors where in a community sense, we would connect with the god of the wind. We would have symbolic allegories to which some people took literally. You know what I mean? Now, people's spirit guides are their smartphones. People's spirit guides are collective conscious ideas through social media platforms, their communities. It's advanced in some ways, but it's backwards in other ways too. And a lot of you, as we ascend into greater Godspeed, as you use a greater portion of your mind, are getting completely deceived. And you don't have to be deceived because your intuition is letting you know it's fraud from the get-go. But because it has a positive exterior, you're eating it all up. Young flames of the new revolutionaries, especially those of you with Pluto and Sagittarius, you are at a very huge dilemma. Those of you born after 95, you see how the organizations and structures up are completely false. And you know it's up to you to spark the revolution, but you know that it could cost you your life, okay? You have to remember the power of the universe that you have is way stronger than the older generation. You have Uranus and Neptune in Aquarius. They don't. Or you have it at the tail end of Capricorn. So the earth responds to you more, okay? Like, are you ready for Gemini season? Taurus season and Gemini season is the last part of this supernatural awareness. I'm not, when they try and profile me as a fucking nut and a crazy asshole, because I'm out here saying I'm an archangel. Like, that's kind of crazy. Isn't that kind of crazy? Like, I'm saying I'm an archangel. I want you to kind of stop embracing yourself as a human and look beyond your chromosomes and really see more of this DNA that you're activating, okay? I believe I am an archangel. If you feel I'm crazy, you're rational. But I beg you to really re-question what makes you feel you are a human. Imagine if everything that we actually connect with, we're having to completely upgrade, because these different facets of yourself and what differentiates spirits from others are being made more connected and noticed, okay? So prepare for more demon level threats. When I say you have to beat the shadow side of your character, this is the final chapter of the supernatural awareness that we started since Sagittarius season, when we went into the portal of the spiritual. Spirit has been working on you. It's about to spit you back out into the world Gemini season, where you have to real time use your psychic abilities or die. Once it comes to Cancer season, that's the climax. It's like you need to use your intuition or die, especially if you're Cancer. Like, it's going to get real now. Uranus is going to go into Taurus. This is literally like new software being uploaded into your consciousness. And it's like, whoa, I feel energies better. It's grounded now. It's not just an idea. It's not just the Aries belief. It's real. It's like, I have merchandise. I'm out here. Okay, so this is it. It's happening right now. Some of you are literally feeling this in Taurus season. What was the response of this? There's a volcano in Hawaii. New land is being birthed. But the moon is going to go into Pisces. And if you don't believe in magic, still in 2018, you're screwed. You're screwed. You're about to really go through a psychotic breakdown until you have an acceptance. Anyone who doesn't believe in magic right now has an inner child that is crying constantly. Because what they think magic is not what magic really is. Magic is not some David Blaine, oh, I'm going to make the impossible possible. Although through magic, the impossible does become possible. Magic is opening your heart up to new possibilities, being aligned with the synchronicity of the universe that is all of us in one, connecting at different wavelengths and frequencies, amongst other things, because Sagittarius teaches you there's different possibilities to magic and different types of magic. So if you don't believe in magic, this is going to be a breakdown where everything you thought you knew really doesn't go to crap, but it really makes you re-question things. It's great if you're skeptical. I didn't say if you're critical. You can believe in magic and be very skeptical. Those are the greatest type of people. They have Pisces, they have Virgo. Like, they're magic, but then they don't even believe most of the psychics in their peers are even legit. And they're right. There's a lot of fake psychics. There's a lot of really whack astrologers who don't even have a connection with the science. They just like look at things too mechanically. Got to start somewhere, though. If you are an alchemist, if you are a magician, remember you have been stockpiling supernatural awareness since November at a hyper-accelerated rate. The 6-month transit is to instill Godspeed into your consciousness. What has happened ever since 6 months? Saturn, Jupiter has shifted into Scorpio. Saturn has shifted into Capricorn. Okay. We had the eclipse with the South Node in Aquarius. Chiron has shifted out of Pisces into Aries, and finally, Uranus is going to shift into Taurus, while Saturn has gone retrograde. That's a lot. There are changes that have happened over the past 6 months that are going to shape the rest of the 3 years. Mars is getting ready to retrograde in Aquarius. That means galactically, impactfully, all around the world, people's views towards masculinity are going to change because that generation of people who grew up without father figures are now fathers and adults. And this is their response to all of this. It doesn't just affect men. This is going to affect women a lot more because you're going to see women embracing a lot of these masculine archetypes that they were not allowed to before. That South Node retrograde with that is going to change the whole game. There's a whole new wave that's going to be instilled culturally. What's coming out by the time we get out the gateway? New Kanye and Cudi and new Drake, okay, in a contemporary sense. So this is a very exciting time. And the misleading nature of Taurus can almost blind you to the fact that everything you've been wanting to manifest is coming into fruition now. Where were you 6 months ago when the sun was on Jupiter? Because the purpose of this Jupiter Scorpio transit was to facilitate this greater psychic supernatural evolution. Jupiter in Scorpio trying Neptune and Pisces is the real deal. And some of you are seeing magic, and because you're trying to limit it in your head, you're literally taking a bucket and you're trying to fit the whole ocean in your bucket. You can't see the world through your bucket. Know that as you harness infinity through a finite vessel, all you can do is let it flow through you. And as you connect, this is going to have you face facets of your shadow that will reflect denial in parts of others. Please, my beloveds, believe in yourself. This is a 7 of Wands moment. I think it's surreal. It's like you're stepping into your power and you're realizing that people who you gave the benefit of the doubt to have to now stand to your authority. And you may not be used to being in this position of authority, so and an advantage. So it's like you might be dealing with situations where you're the only one who feels a certain way on an issue that you know you're right on. And it is okay to stand up for that. It is okay to acknowledge that. And it's okay to make whatever do with those differences. Okay. I want to keep this in mind though. Mars is getting ready to leave Capricorn. The dark forces are out here. Okay. Remember, before you catch feelings getting ready to hate another human being, there are dark forces that manipulate and control and work through that individual so that you lose sight on the connection you have with that person and you hate them. That dark force leaves, it's ruined a relationship, and it moves on to another person. This is why love is a very default response. It has nothing to do with being a goody two-shoes. It's a vibrational and frequency warfare. You have to think advanced. Aquarius gets this. Pisces gets this. Unless they're in their feelings, then they weaken. But really be mindful. I can't believe I just said that. But really be mindful of how this is going to play out, because some of you are going to just spark into your psychic power for the first time. And this comes with knowledge that comes through it. Now listen, especially those of you who are incarnations of magic, because people are going to be seeing the magic coming from you. And with your magic, you're going to be taking in their doubt. Mercury is going to conjunct Uranus while squaring Saturn and Pluto. This is going to clash wills, where if you think about the ever blazing energy of Aries, it's new, it's inventive. New ideas will get squashed by traditional beliefs that do not see the genius of it because they're not on the field. Okay. So you will have people outright denying the truth that you are, and just don't allow them to do so. This is even more so about believing in magic, because in order to understand your psychic potential, which is the cardinal signs, you have to believe in magic. The magic is meant for you to look at your psychic ability different, so that you may have the psychic ability of intuition. So you just every now and then listen to your inner voice. But if you believe in magic and you believe that you actually have greater control and power over your intuition, now you have a better look at that power. And instead of just listening to your inner voice, you're using that intuition actively to find information about stuff. All right. Horrible example, but your psychic ability is the cardinal signs of the zodiac. Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer are the foremost psychic zodiac signs. But what is their ninth house? The ninth house of belief and being able to see who they are is all mutable. They have to go on that adventure to realize mutable signs actually do know what they're talking about. Because a mutable sign in the ninth house, a Gemini can see what Libra's about. You know what I mean? But a Libra may not always see that at first. They may have to go around to the ninth, right? Versus fixed signs who have mutable in their 12th house, and they know what's up, unless they choose not to know what's up. Also, given the shifting of energies, I want to pinpoint this a lot with Pluto retrograde. The resurrection of the initiated is still here. Some of you are born with forbidden energies. Some of you are real life Jinchuriki. Some of you have very forbidden energies that aren't even allowed to exist. And the spirit popo is looking for you. Okay, so really keep this in mind. There's a fight of sovereignty that you may see, like the collective consciousness could be strung along by puppets, where you see a collective understanding through different faces of shared energy, projected feelings at you to control you, you know what I mean, to do all that petty crap. And you just want to be mindful. The tides are shifting. Certain themes, especially when it comes to your soulmates, there's certain soulmates that during the filler arc, you switched your energy. It was like a Freaky Friday filler. So you became, in order for you to understand your twin flames energy, you took on their energy. Some of you masculine dominant energies became more feminine. Some of you feminine dominant energies became more masculine. It was weird as hell, because it was like a gender role reversal. And you didn't know you were feeling your twin's energy or your soul-based energy. Now this energy is reversing because you're ready to align with soul connects in different contexts, and you're returning to your energy as, once again, you come back into your power. So after the moon moves through Pisces, it's going to be in the dark moon in Aries, another 12th house effect. This is definitely going to be a dark week. And see, some of you thought you can play spirit. Some of you think you can play spirit. I'm sorry. Like, intellectual knowledge is so seductive. That's why it also rules Libra. There's a certain level of intelligence you can get to where you really think you know everything. And you know that you don't know everything, but you think you know enough. And then that's how spirit just sneaks up on your ass. And it's a wrap. And that's going to happen to some of you. Like, some of you thought you figured out spirit's plan for you. And when I say spirit, I'm talking about the collective unconscious 12th house that the 6th house to this day is trying to quantify. There's some idiots out here who are trying to quantify the unquantifiable, who are trying to make sense and put a label. You know, those people who think you can put a label on everything. Well, this is this is that, this is this is that. we're leaving the age of Pisces, and now all the labels that have been on are changing to where we have to dissolve them because everything's growing, and a lot that you didn't realize was more real in your life is about to be made real. Anything that was swept under, it's going to be like a trip. This is going to be one of the most magical moon and Pisces transits we have because Taurus is grounding this rather mutable energy so we can sense it through our five senses. And what's happening right now? Jupiter is beaming opposite. Abundance is here in the form of fruitful relationships that are more sexual than you could expect, and a lot of victory. Oppositions are for victory. But listen, Chiron in Aries is squaring Saturn in Capricorn. This is the bully in the play yard with people who are saying, you're a loser, you're a loser, you're a loser. And Chiron in Aries wants to see, how do you stand up for yourself? Is Chiron in the 11th house for you in Aries? So you stand up for yourself by aligning with people like you? Is it in the first house? Is it you versus the world? Is it in the 7th house? Do you connect with someone else? This is really, a lot of you are very surprised because you didn't think people could be savage. People are finally being direct with their shade. And a lot of you are forgetting, you know you can clap back, right? Some of you have been holding back. Like, that's the theme of this week. The dark moon wants you to release because we're going to go into the new moon next week. Uranus is going to go into Taurus. And this is where the new arc on your life, after we've cleared the filler, after we've started the new arc, a new 12-season show in your life. Aries season was the establishing 4-week character. This is who I am. These are my flaws. Clearly, we're going to work and develop some stuff out through these seasons. And Taurus season is where things are coming together. So that Gemini season, the conflict starts. It's like, this is the meaning of this season in your life. This is your power, right? Aries season is, I am Batman. Taurus season is, Batman, you have Alfred, and Alfred's about to show you the bat gizmo, the gadget, the this. And then Gemini season is, well, these are Batman's attitudes. This is where the conflict happens, where Batman has to be in the experience of being himself, and then he realizes, this is why I do it. It's about to get real, guys. It's about to get real. It's about to get super real, my friends. And a lot of you can clap back and you just turn in the other cheek because you were brainwashed to believe that you have to be passive and just let life step and stomp all over you. It is not about being right and wrong. That is a false narrative that is being drilled onto you with these laws, with this impending threat of getting demonetized or demeritized or shamed for being you. It's about being you. It's about thinking and being free within reason. No one is saying to go outside naked and put underwear in your hair and say, yeah, you're a free thinker. Now, if you want to do that, you a real one. You a real one. You got to show us some. But think freely, and it just really means be you. Sometimes that's not going to be right, but that doesn't matter. Pluto in Capricorn is killing that. It's like the people who decided that are dying. Does that make sense? The generation of people who decided the rules we live are dying. The people who are standing up to take over don't know what the hell they're doing, and they won't for another like 5-10 years because the younger generation is also instilling greater ideas. A new pillar, a new fire is happening. It's so amazing to be around in this period where everyone acts like they know what they're doing. But that's why I'm glad I can have videos like this out here. So you know I've been staying true despite what people will say about me and about you. What it comes down to is, do you believe it? And until someone has walked in your shoes, don't believe the BS that they're saying about you. It doesn't matter how respected they are in whatever community that they have in their heads. Okay. So other than that, you know what I'm saying? Open up to great opportunity that you'll see collectively this week. But Jupiter wants to remind you it all starts with you. And it all starts with how seriously you're going to be in a position to take everything you're being blessed with. There's a lot that's just rapidly going to come in for yourself. And just think about the last 6 months And what about your insecurities and behavior has been revealed, the deepest parts of yourself, it's now ready to be made real, so that over the next 6 months, as Jupiter goes into Sagittarius, so we have that conjunction, you're ready to take what you've received now and go on an adventure with it. All right. What is it you're going to receive? You are going to receive this week and next week the trademark to your psychic power. This is why I've been asking in live chats or rather peace talks, if you had psychic powers that were trademarked, what is the advancement of your consciousness expressed forth in an advanced way? It doesn't have to be telekinesis. This TM trademark could be a very formulaic way of having conversations with people, to where you're going to talk about something positive and then bring up negativity and then transmute it through the way you talk. It doesn't have to be anything sci-fi or extra. For a lot of you, especially if you have Scorpio or Pisces, it will be sci-fi. So you have to be it's not going to be sci-fi because it's real, but you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely going to be there. Please don't be afraid to talk about things people are afraid to talk about. Mercury is squaring Pluto, guys. So people are going to be afraid to talk about these real issues. And you have to be in a position to say the things people are thinking, but people don't want to say because they're cowards. Be the revolutionary. Don't let the system and the oppression of the regime stop you. And I don't mean the whole system. I'm not saying F the whole system. I'm saying don't let the shadow of the system, don't let the faults of the system maintain themselves by you upholding them with your silence. Mercury can help you speak out with the power of Uranus. And if we think of Mercury as your aptitude to process this conscious experience, it's going through a complete upgrade right now as it passes Uranus and transforms with Pluto. So the way you fundamentally see yourself is going to just shift. It's just going to, okay. So I'm going to go into the Peace Mobile right now, so we can look at the week. The moon is in Aquarius, and this is a third quarter square that is allowing you to understand the full knowledge of your values. As this slips into Pisces, what you get revealed is very important ascended galactic information and knowledge about you and what you have. I don't think you may have noticed certain things you have are worth more than you could have ever imagined. That type of thing. So you have to change your mind now about it. And this is where this moon in Pisces transit on the 9th and 10th are going to connect you to your spirit family in the strangest of ways. Mind you, this is also another time that the moon is in Pisces without Chiron being there. So you're going to feel that shift. You're going to be able to tap into Neptune more focused without Chiron transmuting insecurities there, where you don't let certain mind games trick you. But it will be squaring Gemini, so just very much so prepare to be mind fucked mercilessly. If you're a sapiosexual, you will like the mind penetration. If you're a little bit too literal, you're going to let sarcastic people make a fool out of you. Okay, remember, sarcasm exists. This dark moon here is going to fully reveal facets of your character that you think is utter trash and waste. Embrace the inner creep. Embrace the inner savage. Embrace the inner creep. Embrace the inner savage. The end of this week is going to potentially be one of the greatest shit shows that mankind has ever seen. Drama will be palpable and the fuckery will be very pure. Excuse my language, but 12th house Aries is very much so like that. Taurus upholds a standard. 12th house Aries is hidden, so you may not know there's secret selfish tendencies and super savageness. 12th house Taurus is that 12th house Aries is that energy that's like you put on that Taurus mask, but 12th house Aries is like when you're behind closed doors and you're like, fuck, shit, god damn it, what the fuck, I'll strangle you. Whoa! So this is where this moon transit, balsamic phase, is going to reveal this in people. You might catch this within people where certain people let go of that savage. Don't shame it. When this reveals itself, especially if you're like, ugh, embrace the creep. Embrace the inner savage. You're going to release this when the moon's new. You need to integrate it. Any shame, oh my God, please. Some of you think you're creepy because you stalk people's social media profiles. Number one, if you look at people's Instagram pictures or Facebook pictures, and if you have shrines of people, you are not mentally ill. You are a gangster. There's nothing wrong with lurking on people's profiles. Somebody has to say this. I think somebody feels that they're on an intellectual high horse. First of all, if you creep on, you should be honored to be creeped on someone. Now, harassment is not cool. And just kind of being an overall douche-tard is lame. So know that people have boundaries, but for I know I have some of my creepers watching. Like, it's all love. I might curve majority of you, but I got love for my creepers, okay? Like, if you lurk on me, if you lurk on me on the side, if you stalk me on the side, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm a little bit honored that you would spend hours of your day lurking on my page, creeping on my page. You could have been on someone else's page, okay? I respect it. I don't respect it, but you know what I mean? Like, don't embrace that part. Embrace that part. Embrace the part of yourself that embarrasses you, because it's like, oops, I let my feelings out, and now I remember how human I am. Okay, like, some of you think you're creepy because you lurk on other people's pages because you have this obsessive tendency. First of all, if you're born from 84 to 95, honey, I'm gonna have to let you know, like, you have to embrace obsession in love. Like, if you have Pluto and Scorpio, or if you have Pluto aspecting Venus, like, you cannot be in love without being obsessed. Like, obsession culture exists. Pluto Libras are objective. Pluto Saggies can detach. Like, some of you have to incorporate that depth of obsession because you are obsessed with everything you do. So don't shame yourself for that. This is what I mean, where Jupiter in Scorpio is forcing you to embrace this. I'm trying to have comedy here to instill this, so that we kind of, gloss over seemingly creepy facets of human existence in funny ways. I got love for my creepers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not weird. Don't listen to these boring people who still buy Gucci purses because they really think they're cool and they really think that they have to, like, uphold some kind of drippy standard. Like, dude, embrace your weirdness now while Pluto is not in Aquarius, because 2025 is going to come around and Pluto's going to go into Aquarius and Jupiter is going to go into Aquarius 2020, and everyone's going to swear that they've been a weirdo. Everyone's going to swear that they've been a creeper. Everyone's going to swear that they've been mentally ill. Okay, this is about to be a whole wave. Everyone's gonna swear they weren't the cool one. Like, the underdog's gonna be cool again. All this like, oh, I have to be better than you. I have to have the dopest stuff. I have to drive the dopest car. That's Pluto and Capricorn. That's the old structure that's dying. Soon, that's gonna get old really quick, and people are gonna want personality and substance, and people are gonna act like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I never used to be super popular. Embrace it now, not so that you'll get embraced later. Just embrace it, okay? Only because you don't want to inadvertently block yourself from blessings you know you deserve, only because you're letting what other people do. And yes, they're already doing that. There are people who are riding a spirituality wave, but second decade Saturn in Capricorn is going to crack down on that. This initial spirituality wave is totally temporary, because not everyone's about that life. Not everyone wants to go inside and deal with the deep emotional trauma and abuse they have. Most people riding the wave of spirituality is because they want to break from the chaos in their lives, and they see spirituality as a peaceful alternative. Until they realize, once they realize spirituality is anything but peaceful, and it's actually what leads you directly to the shadow you have to deal with, that's when it stops being a trend, which you'll see. Saturn is going to go next year, second decade. And people aren't going to have oracle cards. People are going to have to really deal with their tax issues. People are going to have to really deal with certain law issues. And they're not going to have positive thinking. They're not going to have prayer and magical fairies. And that's what's going to show people who's really spiritual, who still keeps the belief despite the real stuff, and who's like, screw the spirituality. This wasn't real. I didn't manifest. But you have to remember, there are people who think spirituality is all about manifesting all my wishes. Like, I'm an arrogant magi, so I'm experimenting with it, but that's not because it's my spiritual path. It's because I want to do some crazy stuff. But people think spirituality is all about, how do I manifest my perfect dream life? Spirituality is a devotion to the higher realms, in which you devote your sixth house, and you get your life and your shit together so you can devote your physical vessel to the divine. It's a true path. Not everyone is about that life. And you, as you are stepping into that life, if you're getting isolated, it's because you, with your limited consciousness, may not be sure everyone who's not about that life. Thankfully, more people will be, and spirituality is not just one path. Spirituality is like artistry. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has a spirituality. The spirituality we're in now is one of self-loathing, to where people don't really fully believe in themselves. A lot of people's spirituality and God is money still. In the mighty dollar we trust, a lot of people are still caught in that trap. A lot of people still don't put God over money. A lot of people still don't put life over money, so that you're trying to acquire all these possessions. Thankfully, after Uranus and Taurus is here, it's going to be so easy to be a millionaire. It's going to be so easy to actually make money through the implementation of technology. We're going to be able to eat out of a bigger pot. This is why you want to embrace more your individuality, because trying to fit some kind of mold is not going to work anymore. It's just going to kind of make you look more fake than you need to be. All right. You don't need to be fake at all, by the way. Gemini problems. But anyway, I'm going to close this horoscope by saying I love y'all. I think this is great that we can connect. Know that everything that happens is for a reason, and timing is being very much so, connected. Sometimes that reason is because you dropped the ball and you're being an idiot. Sometimes that reason is because it just was not your time. You know what I mean? And there's a golden gateway that's opening up. You are trademarking your psychic power. Everything's coming in to where, what does Saturn in Capricorn allow? Control. This is the next couple of weeks where you come into physical manifestation and emerge your psycho-magical identity and values, so that over the next 6 months, you know what to do with it. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. From November to June, it's your body having to go through an evolution process so that you can think at God's speed and you can operate at a higher vibration. From June to January of 2019 is you doing things with this evolved self. This was 6 years in the making, but this is just going to kick in. That Uranus and Taurus is going to, woo. Aquarius and Pisces, you're already beta testing this. I'm so jealous of y'all. You already have like a taste of this. Virgo, you're kind of like left and right. Like, should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? You're going to get pushed in the pool, Virgo, unless you're already swimming. So yeah, The only other thing that though the last message I want to give you is, remember, it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. So you're gonna have some losers that are kind of pointing to your face like, oh, you're a loser, give up on the race. Some of you might have inadvertently, you know what I'm saying, stopped running this race. And don't get so focused on winning first place, second place, third place, all arbitrary. Do you. And you will have facets, especially during this dark moon, where you may feel you have to give up because a part of you has been exposed to be something that isn't admirable. Don't give up. Don't give up. No matter what happens, don't give up. In Pluto and Aquarius, the suicide rate may trip, like the suicide rate may raise in the next few years. And a lot of this may happen because of the weak sense of self people have. No matter what happens, don't give up. This is a dark moon phase where people can just throw away everything because they get caught up on past mistakes. You're still evolving yourself on a whole new adventure. Like, some of you don't know. Some of you are so caught up on filler stuff. You're caught up on stuff that's happened like 2 years ago or a year and a half that you're ready to start a whole new 12 season series of like Sense8 or like Supernatural, groundbreaking, new concepts, new cultural setting trends. You're a part of it. Like, just let yourself get through Gemini season. And after Cancer season, once we pass Pluto, you can achieve your victory. I'm not pacing you here. And what makes those people losers is they're trying to set themselves above you by taking your faults and putting you below them. When they have a log in their eye, they need to focus on themselves and let people be where they are. Don't give up because you're so powerful. The dark forces want you to give up. Some of you are in a place where you're buried in responsibility and you don't see the light you're emanating. So they can't stop you. All they can get you to do is put an illusion over you so you don't see the merit of what you're doing. And they lie to you and you're spreading this light and they make it sound like you're wasting your time. And you may not have all that support yet, but don't give up. Trust me here. Even if it seems logical, when I say don't give up, don't stop believing in yourself and don't ever like end it. I'm really saying this for those, when I say don't give up, I'm saying don't commit suicide. Like, don't off yourself. Don't feel like you cannot make any mistakes. Don't feel like you can't do any. That's why I started this off by saying, newsflash, if you want to be a piece of shit your whole life and enjoy it, you can. I don't advise it. Realistically speaking, you'll make a lot of enemies and you may disappoint a lot of people, but you can. I don't care what anybody says. Like, you have that. That's how amazing life is. You can be whoever you want. So if you're striving, if you don't want to be a piece of crap and you're striving to be the best you can be, and you make mistakes along the way, bad mistakes that you know you shouldn't have made, don't kill yourself or give up because some loser wants to assert themselves over you and make you feel like you have to feel bad about it. Don't, like, allow people to have their opinions, but maintain your sovereignty. Remember, you just went through an Aries season. You're fighting this war too. Okay? Don't give up. That dream you have, that goal you have, is not any less valuable just because someone fails to see the value in it. It's not even their business. Boss up, my friends. And I'm going to pull the cards for the 12 signs before we get into the super chat. These apply for rising and moon, of course. Aries moon, Aries rising. I'm sorry. Before I do the cards, I have my consultation still discounted. I'm doing a 12 house sale before I relaunch everything. I have some merch ready. I got some You Ain't Know Which t-shirts. I'm going to open up a GoFundMe. The last time I did a GoFundMe, you guys held me down. So let me know how open you are to a GoFundMe to raise funds for the equipment to press the shirts. And it's not really like you're just giving me, it's really like a pre-order thing. The rewards, it's reward based, tiered. So you'll have access to these shirts through the rewards. But yes, make sure you go on my website. I have the 20-minute consultations for $50. And I have the 30-minute and hour consultations discounted until the 20th when I go back to regular price. So the code word quantum companionship is still available this week. I don't necessarily have a special keyword or a code word, but yeah, we'll definitely be able to do anything in the consultation. It's not really limited to astrology. So you can have, like, we can do tarot, we can do progression charts, we can do synastry in a consultation within that. So yeah, Aries moon, Aries rising, we have the world. This week is going to help you gain profound success and completion as you step into a greater sense of power in not just your community, but the global collective at large. This is going to take your superpower and it's going to crystallize it through Saturn so that you really now start to see where your goals are taking you. Taurus moon, Taurus rising. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is talking about you cashing out money. All right. You're definitely going to get paid this week. And this is going to really help you develop powerful, independent income to move forward with. All right. So this all comes through discipline, Taurus. That's the caveat of this card. It's hard work you worked for. So Aries, Taurus, you're looking golden. Gemini moon, Gemini rising. We have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is talking about divine wisdom that you gain from within. Your mind is connecting with advanced answers, and these answers are coming from within. So be very mindful about the divine counsel you're receiving. This is going to give you further instruction to understand how to trademark your own unique, special magic. Gemini, the keyword for you is radical independence. Radical independence. Okay, you can change the whole game being independent. Cancer moon, Cancer rising. We have the Five of Swords. So prepare to go to war. Like, I'm not going to play around with you, Cancer. We have the Pluto opposition and the Saturn opposition. The dark forces are coming for you because you're just rejuvenating people with life and love. Like, before you can get to love, Leo, you have to go through Cancer. So they're trying to breathe sincere feelings away from people. They want Cancer, they want you to feel like your intuitions are delusional. Cancer, you're not delusional, and drown these losers who want to actually, scatter your mind. They're going to be people who pick arguments with you. They don't want to know the truth. They just want to waste your time. Okay. Leo, so don't let them waste your time. And smack a bitch if you have to. Smack a loser, smack a mofo if you have to. Okay. Leo moon, Leo rising. All right. We have the Eight of Cups. You are seeking deeper meaning. Okay, Leo, you are going to go on that quest. Some of you are going to leave town this week, and you are going to really go on that spirit adventure. This is going to really hightail you walking away from that which you know you don't need in your life anymore. And some of you don't know where to walk to. And spirit is just saying, walk away. Like, you're waiting for the adventure to start. But before the adventure to start, you need to walk away first. Have that suspense, have that drama, and then let the universe meet you halfway. Virgo moon, Virgo rising. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, you balling. You balling. Oh my God, Taurus, you balling. Like, this is some of you inheritance. Some of you, this is you marrying into a rich ass family. And this is you just overall having a lot of money. No, but it's manifesting. Like, I get the sense it's payday for you. Like, and we're talking in sense of contracts too. This type of money is contractual. Like, it's going to really open up recurring passive income for you as well. Okay. Libra moon, Libra rising. We have the Ace of Cups. Damn, Libra. We got some new love. Ooh, it might be from a Gemini too. Look at that, the Hermit card. Anyway, the Ace of Cups is psychic breakthrough for you. So there's definitely going to be a new burst of emotional feelings. The Ace of Cups is when you rekindle it again. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not a robot anymore in my head. Like, I feel. So yeah, this is going to be great, Libra. Prepare to catch some feelings and drown. Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. We got the Empress. Ooh, Scorpio gonna get pregnant. Scorpio, you finna get pregnant. Let me find out. Scorpio dudes, you about to get pregnant too. No, anyway, the Empress is talking about abundance. You're gonna look around and see a lot of beauty around you. Some of you Scorpios, this could be your Empress that you were looking for. Scorpio, you are either this Empress basking into this beauty, or you're attracting this Empress in your life. And they are decked, like they're coming with all the unconditional love in the world, and you're straight, okay? Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius rising. Oh, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is going to set into motion some serious stuff. The Justice card, honestly, for you can range from getting married to someone, Sag, in the court of law. No wedding. It's just you go to the courts and you make it happen. But this is karmic decision. You're going to make a very important karmic decision that's going to very powerfully determine the next 3 weeks of your life, because you have to make sure the decision you make is a fair one. And even though you don't give a single damn about anyone else, your decision is going to make people feel, oh, you were choosing this person's side. Oh, you only decided this because you want to do this and manipulate that. Make sure that you're very clear about the fair accountability of it, because they're still going to twist your words, but what you want to do is just make sure you were clear first so that it's fair, okay? You're about to be killing a lot of people, Sagittarius. So the universe just wants you to clear it out. So I'm going to be like, hey guys, I'm gonna start killing you now, because if you just started killing them, it's not fair. Some people have to prepare for their death. So you have to let people know, guys, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. You too, Pisces. I know you're hiding. I'm going to kill you too. And that way, you know, you just let everyone know. Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. The card that I have for you is the Page of Swords. Capricorn, they watching. Oh, Capricorn, you watching. Oh, let me find out, Capricorn, you lurking in the cut. So it looks like, Capricorn, you watching and you have your tea. You're just like, you're not only spying, but you're also looking scrutinizing, like, should I let this person in my life? Are they good enough? Hold on, let me stalk them some more. I don't know if they're good enough. Let me check their credit a couple more times. Capricorn, if you don't get your law enforcement spying, oh my goodness. Capricorn, you're about to get intel and truth. And it's not even like Capricorn's a spy. Capricorn has like several spies lurking for them too, that they just extract on information from people. So, you know, stand your ground. The Nine of Wands too is saying, don't give up here. But James White, that is not me. I am not a lurker, okay? I am not a lurker, except on days that end with Y, okay? So don't play with me. Anyway, Capricorn, just be very mindful of the fact that you yourself are being watched too, and just Yeah, know that you're going to be alerted to the truth of something you may not have noticed, but you will notice very soon. Okay. Aquarius, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising. I'm not a lurker. I just creep a lot. Okay. I went to the doctor. The doctor said I have, this rare disease. It's called creepingitis. Creepingitis affects young Gemini males from the age of 17 to 34. And it's something that I got because there's more thirst traps out in the world, and it's something that I'm healing, and it's nothing. It's a Chiron thing. Like, just leave me alone, guys. Like, I'm not a lurk. I just creep a little bit. Okay, it's a lot, a little. It's not a lot. It's a lot, a little. So like, I fight it, and yeah, guys, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Okay, Aquarius have the Page of Cups. Aquarius, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising. Come here, come here, come here, guys. Scorpio, this applies to you too. But Aquarius, Aquarius moon, come on. You guys are gonna catch feelings, all right? And I know. See, as soon as I said you guys are gonna catch feelings, Aquarius is like, I'm done. I'm getting out of here. Aquarius, you guys don't be that Aquarius that's like, oh, I have feelings. I'm not a robot. Come on, this is me and you. This is you and the PCO. You don't have to fret. Aquarius, you're gonna catch feelings, and I don't mean like you're gonna have feelings like. You're gonna be in your feelings. You're about to be Chris Brown, like, yo, I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I really want a chance with you. And it's just gonna happen like, boom. You're just like Aquarius, I feel so bad. And that's why I'm like, you might want to embrace your inner creep, because like Aquarius, some of you have worked so hard. Like Aquarius, you achieved what other people couldn't achieve. Like you learned how to swerve. Like your swerve game is so good. And I didn't think you would achieve it, but you did. Like you can like someone, Aquarius, and you want to get in your feels, but you'll swerve. You'll take one for the team and then be like, no, I'm not going to catch these feels. And you handle your business. Well, I'm sorry. The universe is just going to trip you. You're going to catch feelings. Okay, so listen, you're not going to be able to control it. It's going to be so good. It is okay. The page of, look, be a fool. Be a foolish fool. This is a soulmate situation, okay? It is okay. Catch the feels. You will get, you're going to lurk. You're going to be creepy. It is okay. It is okay. No, they are creepy too. Whoever you're catching feels for is a super lurker in private. You don't even know. So trust me, you're going to catch feelings. You're not going to like it. You're going to be very mad. It is okay. It is okay. Don't drown. Don't be Pisces. Pisces is out here trying to drown in their feelings like, boom, 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 boom. I'm dying. I'm dying. And then Virgo or somebody gets Capricorn and Virgo get Pisces out their feelings. And then Pisces like, oh, no, guys, I want to drown. Yeah, no, leave me alone. No. All right, thank you. I'm drowning. Boo. Like, don't be Pisces, but feel your feelings, okay? And now, Pisces, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. The card that I have for you is the Wheel of Fortune. Pisces, who did you finesse? You finesse them. Only Pisces can finesse Zeus. Pisces, you finesse destiny again. Stop finessing destiny. Because every time you finesse destiny, Pisces, that's a time skip. That's a time skip that affects Sagittarius and Gemini, and then we out here looking delusional to the collective. Sagittarius doesn't have a big mouth like Gemini. So that's why they don't get caught for a lot of shit. Pisces, stop finessing destiny, okay? You're going to have luck work in your favor. Things are just going to turn around. But I don't think you know, Pisces, every time you do that magical juju shit to like law of attraction, the stuff you fuck up to work, it's a Gemini and a Sagittarius that pays for it. You were time skipping us. And then people I was supposed to meet 6 weeks from now, I meet yesterday, and it's just weird. Please, Pisces, because then you double gaslight yourself And then you make yourself act like it's not psychic, and then you project on Gemini like Gemini's being super weird, even though we on that magic tip with you. And then we look for you for more delusion, and you out here trying to act like Virgo. Stop it. Stop it. But anyway, connect with destiny. Yes, it's like you are a walking lottery machine. I can only take so much. God. Oh my God. Oh, enjoy. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. The card that I have for everyone, whether you donate on Super Chat or not, okay, is the Death card. This is that supernatural activation. Okay, this is that supernatural evolution, transformation, metamorphosis, you name it. We got the Strength card here. Before you harness the infinite, limitless potential of your consciousness to the point where the South Node Aquarius energy is your NZT plug, and everyone is going to be Lucy or the dude from Limitless. It's a collective shift. In order to harness this limitlessness, you have to die to your limited mortal self. You're shedding that skin. You have to embrace an infinite sense of possibilities that will literally drive you insane. Before your mind can acclimate to this infinite energy, you have to go out of your mind. So you have to be temporarily insane. And that's what this moon in Pisces is for. For the next 2 days, while you're releasing the old you're going to go insane. You have to go insane. Moon in Aquarius is kind of slowly there, you know how in Aquarius, before Aquarius brings you to an orgy, they just slowly get you there. They do the vanilla stuff, and then they're like, hey, how do you like French kissing? Okay. Hey, how do you like threesomes? Oh, you don't like threesomes? Okay. How do you like clitoral oral sex? Okay. How do you like threesomes? Okay. How do you like full-on orgy swinger party? It's slow. And now you're gonna get pushed in to that moon in Pisces. Okay. And you have to lose your mortal self in order to gain your immortal spirit. To where even when your physical body passes on, your spirit and soul are still alive. Some of you are already beta testing this though, so it's just going to be not a beta test anymore, and it's going to be the real deal. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. I see we already have someone booked with me for tomorrow. Momolu Dorley. Thank you. And I'm going to speak to Ashley too. So looking forward to that. Very much so. And let us get with the super chat. Some of you are going to die this week, though. And when you die, you'll see your body as your spirit descends. And then you're going to have that connection with Saturn or Pluto, and you'll reincarnate back into your bodies. Some of you, you're just going to end something for good. Okay? Like, you may transform the way you sexually embrace yourself. I'm talking about masturbation. You may transform the way you actually start to connect with other people, because a lot of this transformation is going to come through relationships. And a lot of you are just trying to stay single. A lot of you are hogging yourselves from other people. Let other people experience your greatness. You can be a dick and an asshole. There are people out there who are also assholes and dicks, and you can be dicks and assholes to people together. Let me let you know, you can be a piece of shit with someone else, and it's going to be soulmate. Don't think that your soulmate has to be some opposite pariah. Some of you just like to clown other people. Some of you, you're dark. And that's the last message I have to say. Some of you have to embrace your inner evil. You're releasing it with this dark moon in Aries. That's why I'm like, embrace the inner creep. Like, some of you, in order to release this energy, you have to embody and actually be, this negative archetype. I had no idea this whole time that I was slowly turning in to a primary antagonist from an anime. I just started getting way more negative. And now when people do things, I'm like, Baga, you don't even know what's going on. I'm slowly turning into an anime villain. And I love it. I actually love it. Like, I'm starting to literally imagine responses to people as I narcissistically present myself and be like, you fool. You don't even know I'm 5 steps ahead. Like, it's so amazing. And I'm coming to terms with this. And it's like, you can make this a fun process. You don't have to like compartmentalize this. Some of you have that dark part of yourself and you can integrate it. You can tell it to shut the hell up sometimes and do the responsible thing, or you can, you know what I'm saying, buck up. You know what I mean? Like buck it up. You know what I mean? Like you can actually embrace it. The key word here is embrace, and the key word here is harmonize, to where if you suppress it, it'll now rule over you. You now have to bring it to terms where you're honest with it and you don't just deny it. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? The death card is going to help you transform a lot of this. All right. Let's get to the super chat. Chad Taylor, much love to you too. The card that I have is the Fool. You're embarking this new adventure as ooh, I got the Magician card too, bro. You straight. This is double yellow. So there's a lot of positivity and possibility for you. And you're going to be able to take a creation and just spark a whole new world with it. So embrace the adventure. It's so Sagittarian. You're going to have so many possibilities to explore. Empress Daisy. We have the Star card. Oh, shit. Yo, that's what it do. Didn't expect that. And the 10 of Pentacles too. You lit. You lit. So this is recognition. Someone very influential is going to recognize you at a core level that sparks that star nature within you. Okay. Larry Jacko, is this new job a good opportunity? We have the death card. Yes, this new job is going to facilitate your transformation, and it's going to allow you to move forward and shed the old life. And we do have the Two of Pentacles. So with it, you just have to stay on it. The more with the Two of Pentacles, you have to keep your hand on the ball, deal with the ups and downs. And the more you hustle, Two of Pentacles isn't set it and forget it as much as it is hands-on. So like, you're going to be able to make money the more you stay productive through it. All right. Dark Raw Indigo, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Good night, Joe. Dark Raw, we have the King of Swords, but we also have the Chariot. There's a success consciousness of this king who's going to spit a lot of knowledge to you. You're upgrading your intellect, and you're going to really ascend to the mastery of your field here. And we also have the Star card for you too. So this is really achieving certain dreams when it comes very potently to the manifestation of your intellect, objective clarity, as well as how well you can also, you know, come and cut straight to the truth. Lots of abundance here. Claire Smith, we have the Star card for you too. The Star is showing out, y'all. The Star and the World. Claire Smith, the direction with Rel, whatever that signifies, personally for you in your life, this is talking about total success. There are certain dreams that over the next 2 weeks with this Jupiter opposition, you're going to manifest that will help you decide the direction. And a lot of this is through sacrifices that will be well rewarded because you made the right decision. Miss Kiki, okay, you are in a position where you are currently around very powerful people, but they do not have the intelligence you have. Smart people, but it's like they have the foundation, you have the eyes. You're fighting a subtle war because certain people see that you are the lifeblood and other people don't know. So they're secretly fighting for you because there are other people who see your position and they're threatened by it. So know that the ideas you have for whatever you're involved with is going to lead it forward. Genius, revolutionary ideas, you don't want to feel are too forward because there are certain people who are in that position who see you and they haven't said anything to you, but they can just tell and they're ready to fight for you. But they know that if you were to bring it up on your own, certain people will try and use their position to not move forward. So know you have support, and this is over the next 2 weeks they're gonna make themselves known because they're going to really take a liking to your skills and ability and kind of let you know without knowing. The reason why they can't be the reason why they don't want to be in your face and know is because they don't want people to think that they're favoring you. So they want to make sure they're objective with everyone, and they don't want it to seem that they're showing favorites, but they're rooting for you, Kiki. They love you. Okay. Morgan Best, thank you so much for the Cash App as well. We have the Two of Swords. You're indecisive right now, and you're not wanting to open up your heart, especially when it comes to this new love. Share your feelings. I think you're worried about if you share your feelings, you may be taken the wrong way, especially when it comes to what you're indecisive about. No matter what you choose, you gain this money, Morgan Best. Like, you're about to get enlightened to your greater path, and this is through new talents being birthed from you throughout this week and next week that will change the way you produce and will allow you to come into a lot of money because you're able to command this, all right, because you believe in yourself. Funny Val, never been played like this in my life. Is it over for sure? Five of Swords says yes. Broken and burnt bridges, and we have the Ace of Wands. Yes. So the Five of Swords is a scumbag, okay? And it's saying that this person has only intentions of burning bridges, but this spark will allow you to start something new in a new arena. So don't try and salvage it. Just focus it on new energy, if anything. Oh my God, Morgan, thank you so much for the Cash App, by the way. I don't know why I wasn't notified of that. In the app. Yeah, there we go. Sharon, Uranus is kicking my arse. Sharon, you want to wait till after the 15th because the universe wants you to wait till after Uranus goes into Taurus. See, the spirit is like, your home is already here and it's going to be a great place of sanctuary and celebration, but you're feeling stuck because there's certain blindfolds and limiting thoughts. There's certain things you think you can't do that you can. And this blindfold is going to be removed after the 15th of May once Uranus enters Taurus, and you're straight. Like, it's all going to happen for you too. You're going to, everything's going to move forward. It's just a temporary feeling for sure. K Martin, it's going to be a fun summer indeed. We have the 10 of Swords, and we have it with the Fool card, and we have it, oh, damn. K, your filler is over, okay? So you're done. You're done with suffering in your life, Kay. Like, summer is the Fool card for you, and you're stepping on an adventure that you're going to complete your life with, and it's just going to be so full and amazing. The adventure you start is going to lead to your success, and you may not know that as you start the adventure. Know anything that sparks in summer is sure to succeed, and you're completely ending something. This is the darkest before dawn. If you feel that 10 of Swords, if you just feel unsure of yourself and you feel defeated, that's all about to change. Like, it's completely going to come in to a whole new world for you, okay? Gladiator in sweats. What's good, angels? I see a fellow angel too. Thank you very much, Jasmine. The cards we have for you are the Knight of Cups and the Tower card. I see this is the Knight of Cups really just splashing in your life. This is going to be someone who really catches feelings for you. It's a Piscean influence. They're going to be smitten. Do not take serious a lot of what they're saying because they just want to get in your pants. But this person is going to be very sincere, and this person has a good heart. So be mindful of how things get rushed. This person is speaking more out of their emotions. There's a good magical connection and soulmate karma to be learned here. Just keep that in mind. Don't think long term. Just think more in the moment, okay? And you want to really utilize your seductive emotions to appeal to people during this time. Ash J. Mack, the message the cards have for you is embrace the order and the discipline that is being instilled in your life. And what I mean by this is the more you embrace discipline and control, the more you kind of tighten up things, the better it will allow. There's going to be more strict influence that'll bring more stability. Joanna, the channel message I have for you is you are connecting on a psychic level with somebody who is very enlightened and awakened. And this has everything to do with your soulmate connection. Your soulmate is playing this game where they appear not to be as psychic as they are relaying, and you're receiving imprints from them because they want to develop a secret psychic connection with you. Like they don't want other people to know they're psychic, but they want you to know that they have it like that because they're trying to teach you how to develop your psychic ability, and you're receiving it, but they don't want to tell you in person. They want it to be purely intuitive. So from the get-go, it's a psychic connection and relationship. So that way you learn to trust it. So the channel message I have for you is you feel a connection with someone and they're not trying to push you away. They're trying to connect with you in a much more subconscious way that's unspoken, and you can trust the process. If you felt like you couldn't trust it, you can totally trust it. Okay. Aquarian Adepts, what will help me to soar this month? Blizzy boy. Aquarian Adepts, we have the Knight of Swords, who literally soars into battle, and the Six of Swords. So what will help you, honestly, is being willing to leap forth with any ideas. Rush to conclusions. You already have the intelligence of mind to implement ideas before other people get it. So use that to advance, multitask, and to problem solve. Know that a lot of your objective quality in nature will help very, very much, okay, into what's necessary. That is amazing, by the way. Rainbow, I'm saying your message is amazing about the biological warfare. So your trip to Indonesia, we have the Eight of Cups, which is literally you leaving on the trip, and the Temperance. So you're going to gain deeper meaning. It's going to be very retreaty, where your soul, something in Indonesia is calling your soul there, and that's what you're going to gain. This alchemy, you're going to understand sacred alchemy through that trip, and a lot of this is going to be indirectly taught because of the principles you gain from the culture there that ties in certain knots that you've always known, but you see physically, okay? And when it comes to the spiritual and biological warfare, the elixir with the chariot is saying that it's definitely going to be successful and there are going to be results from this. But you are not necessarily aware of how much of a miracle this elixir will be. And this goes back to my message for you before. Your power is exponentially raising, and be careful about being taken advantage of, because around this time certain people can try and jack your ideas. They can get a healing from you, or they can get an idea from you, and they're going to act like, oh, it's not really that potent, but then they take the idea and it's actually really potent, or they kind of lie about the potency of the effect of whatever magic you instilled. So keep that in mind. Your magic is on fire. You have to remember certain people are not at your psychic level of awareness, so they may act like they don't feel it, but you have to trust that your stuff is top notch. Like you're really out here, okay? And Zach, I have the Nine of Cups for you as well as the Death card. So over the next 6 months, especially is starting off like June and July, like May and June and July, you're going to manifest everything you've ever wanted. Everything. But it's going to come at the cost of your entire life. And your life now, you're not going to, like, everything's going to transform, and it's just going to happen. Like you're going to get everything you want, but it's going to come at the cost of everything you currently are. And it's going to be a good transformation. I don't think you're just I think you're expecting to get everything you want as you are now, but that's not going to happen. Like it's going to be you as your super self that experiences all these. KB Shay, what do I need to know? Okay, we have the Five of Cups for you. KB, if you're not mourning over something, it's okay to mourn. I think you're letting yourself tough up certain things you need to cry about. So if there's something you need to kind of like cry about, or let go, or be disappointed on, let this week you mourn over it, okay? And just let it go energetically, just so energetically you release it through the dark moon. Margaret, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is definitely speaking of you compassionately working on your energy so that you really gain the perks of emotional maturity. But this King of Cups is someone who will confront you about private feelings they had about you so that they can kind of make things more comfortable. I think they've been listening more to what you've been making aware, and they'll come forward and let you know of some things that have been kept from you. Let us live. Will the Aries commit? We have the Hermit, so they can commit, but they're going through internal struggle right now. There is a yes here, so they can, but what they need right now is their own inner core. They're fighting their own inner battle, and once they feel like they can actually, be safe within themselves, they'll commit. So they have no problem committing to you, but what's making them uneasy is they're going through some internal struggle. So if they can get that right, they'll be happy to commit. And it looks like with the Magician, they will. Shannon, love you too. We have the Four of Pentacles for you, Miss Southard. So this is assured material gain. You are gaining more money and recognition because you're doing what you do very well. Okay. I'm F. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So this week is going to bring a lot of money for you and Shannon. Cha-ching! That's amazing. A lot of money too, and I get the sense it's more passive income. So if it's not a lot of money up front, it's opening something consistent that's going to be there forever. Kimberly Kerr, what does the Sag Sun Aqua Moon want from you? They want your soul, so they're gaslighting and leading you on. No, I'm sure. The Seven of Cups is saying they want your imaginative ideas. What they want for you is to dream, really, because we have the star here, which I think represents this person. So what you're fantasizing about is coming through, but any kind of imagination energy is they're feeding off of. So they may lead you off on certain possibilities just so that they can gain from your ideas that you didn't really give you, but they want your soul. Okay, Sabrilia Finlay. Cyberia, the card that I have for you is the Temperance. The Temperance card is saying moderation and balance are coming into your life with a greater wave so that you're in a position to harness this archangelic energy and take opposing qualities of your life and put them together. You are going to make the unreal manifest through new behavioral decisions that will finally make sense of a lot for you. Okay. Darlene Hanson, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we also have the Eight of Wands. So you're going to open up your karma by connecting with destiny. There's going to be an expansion that's just going to open up a lot of abundance and really hook you up. Things are going to move very quickly, and this is going to be very fruitful for you as well. So enjoy. Miss Bell Tangy, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is speaking of you definitely having to allow your heart a more objective approach, because we have the Tower here. So I get the sense that you're holding off on sharing how you feel because you don't want to offend anyone by how it will come off. And the Tower, and not like you're trying to be diplomatic, but you're wanting to make sure you know exactly how to say things. And the Tower card is going to release this through an unexpected upheaval of almost kind of foot in the mouth syndrome. So just let it release as it releases. This is going to release a lot of energy to open your heart much more powerfully. Stephanie Gwynn for Sammy S. Love interest. We have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is speaking of you dealing with tapping into your greatest purpose. Your greatest purpose and your highest calling through this individual, but you have to be prepared for everything to change because they're going to rock your world, and it's going to be a very rude awakening through this love interest. Sapphire Love, what does he think of me? We have the Justice card. So he thinks of you. The Justice can mean that he wants to marry you, but I think the Justice card means objectively he's thinking of things in a very fair way of how he can kind of approach you a lot more fairly and a lot more objectively. All right. With the King of Cups, he's coming at things very mature, and you may get a bit of a quarter feeling, but right now he wants to make sure that you're treating him fair and he's treating you fair. Okay. Desiree Samuelson. Okay, need direction on this control issue. We have the temperance. So this control issue is going to lighten as there's going to be greater moderation to free up time. You're going to be working less and still making more. And we have the Four of Wands. So there's going to be more time for you to have recreational activity, to really just have fun. Okay. So really, really keep that in mind. As far as the direction, put everything in moderation in your life and do your part as well to bring more balance where needed. Astro Dim, is Astral Bay getting signs too? Yes. Your Astral Bay is super psychic and they're real time actually waiting for you. They're like, what's good? So they are getting signs. The star card is speaking of the very high vibrational advanced nature of this. I mean, the star card is the card of signs. So you're going to experience too more so how this plays out. Okay. Fire star. Please tell me something about if I'm evolving in the path I was meant to or not. The Five of Cups is talking about you feeling stuck because you might have made a detour, and maybe it might have had to do with this Knight of Cups Pisces individual who kind of distracted you. But the Fool card is saying that through this purgatory period, there's a Fool card with the June energy. So you are evolving in the path, but there's a stop along the way that you had to make to release certain mishaps. But there's a new adventure that's going to spark over the next couple of months too. It's just in order to continue along the path, you have to go through this period of release and mourning because it's a part of your evolutionary path. Okay. Luna G, and then you'll lose, you won't feel stuck anymore too. Luna G, my Scorpion X is knocking my heart's door. The Knight of Cups says, bring your sword and rush toward him. Okay, so your Scorpion X is knocking at your heart's door, but don't get too romantic. Be completely logical and remind him why he's your ex, and make sure, you know what I'm saying, you stay very intellectual on his AS, so nothing gets repeated. But the Knight of Swords could even be to say to leap into the relationship, but it's just saying be very, 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 very objective here, okay? You want to trust how things are advancing. Stephanie Gwynn, is the new career change good for me or the same? The Knight of Wands suggests it is good, but you want to make sure you don't spread yourself thin and you look at other options so you'll be ready to move, because the new career change will involve changing residence as well. Okay. I knew you were mourning a Pisces, Firestar. Yeah, don't worry. Like, the Pisces I get was a distracting influence. Worry not. Even if they were good, like, you're going to be able to move forward on this new adventure, okay? Style and profiling. What I got? I got the Eight of Swords. So we have the Four of Wands. Turn your thinking around, okay? And really be in a position to take the blindfolds away from your eyes, and you're feeling stuck right now, but the universe is just trying to survive you. The universe was gaslighting you so that it can set you up for a grand surprise, and when the blindfolds are removed, you're like, oh snap, everything's grooving. All right, super ultraviolet astrology. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So embrace destiny. Embrace the pool of karma in your life and prepare for expansion, because your luck is shifting. Things are going to, through the circumstances and people you meet, align you with your destiny so that you're more in tune and you manifest really great abundance over the next week and a half. Ralph Marley, advice for Uranus and Taurus. We have the Two of Pentacles. Hustle. The more productive, the better. Uranus and Taurus is great for those of you who work really hard and like to produce. The more you produce, the better that what you get will exponentially manifest for you. So it's going to really unlock infinite potential through this hands-on stuff. So you can switch it on and off. Claudia Daddy, how will this new career work out. We have the Hangman, but we also have the Page of Swords. So this new career is going to allow you to really transform a lot of your current situation, but it's going to involve learning new skills, surrendering to what you thought you knew, and coming into new ways to communicate and implementing new skills through education. After you get through this, this will lead to the Empress and, of course, the Two of Pentacles, to where you'll be making very good income from this new career. But you just have to go through that period first where you're just kind of letting go and learning, like kind of transforming your personality. Brittany Morris, we have the Ace of Cups for you, and we also have the Page of Pentacles. So this transformation is going to implement new beauty tips so that you also work more on your health, and you also gain a psychic breakthrough in how you tap into yourself emotionally for love too. Only you can be you. We have the Two of Swords. So be objective. Make sure, even though you may feel like turning up on some people, you still just respond objectively before emotionally, especially with the Tower here and the Five of Cups. You want to be mindful because something you say to someone could actually impact them more. So if you just kind of hold your tongue, it'll save and avert disaster. Sandy Lancaster, the card that I have for you is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is speaking of passive income and a greater large sum of money that you're going to really allocate over the next 2 weeks. So enjoy this extra income. Nikita Davis, we have the Justice card and we also have the Judgment card. So there's a ruling being made that will be divinely justified so that you can really open up appropriate doors in your life, as well as really enjoy what's really there for you moving forward. You are on the right side of justice, and I think if you were unfairly treated, this is going to be revealed, and because you're on the right side of karma, this will be good for you. Mercedes, we have the Page of Swords. Am I going to be good at reading my oracle card first? The Page of Swords is all about learning new knowledge. The Page of Swords is the freshman in college who's learning new stuff. So if you kind of look up, the spy who kind of looks up techniques, you'll be really good at reading oracle cards if you gain knowledge from, tutorials and learn a little bit before you jump into it. Okay. But yeah, it speaks of really gaining a good understanding because the Page of Swords means you'll be able to communicate it in practical ways to people. Jenny Jen, we have the King of Swords. This is a step up from the page, and this is talking about meeting someone who's at the top of their field. You yourself are going to ascend to the top of your field. But if this is an encounter with this is like a J. Cole character. This is like an Ellen DeGeneres, okay? You're going to contact someone very influential who has a very important connection to make with you and rejuvenate you. Blizzy Boys, your boy. We got the star, and you very much so are a star, Blizzy Boy. So this is definitely talking about your whole life changing, kind of like winning the lottery. And no matter what happens with upheaval, the star is going to insurance. It's like going through a car crash, but you have an insurance deductible and you get a new car and you needed it anyway. So it's actually a good thing. Okay. Spirits, embrace your star power. You are influential. Okay. Spirits remedies. We have the Knight of Cups for you and the Strength. So this is definitely about you embracing romance in your life that is spiritually nourishing, and you want to entice this individual who has the courage to express their heart to you. They have a good heart, and we even have the soulmate card. There's going to be innocence that is shared between you two. So you know what I mean? This message here is saying to embrace your passions because you can share them with someone who's actually meaning well and can foster them. Dara D, are you on the right path? This is the capital YES. You have all the tools you need to really take your talents to the next level. You are on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep expressing your talents, okay? Mary C, we have the King of Swords for you. So make sure you stay objective above all. Make sure you don't take sides. Make sure you keep it 100% real, okay? It's very paramount that you do not really switch sides and you do whatever it is you can to be objective in your decision making. Julia, what does Reza want from me? Pregnant and confused. We have the pregnancy card. So the Ace of Cups is talking about new love. It's talking about a new baby in a family. What Reza wants from you is to live with you. So just be mindful with this new baby. This is going to open up a living situation between you and Reza so that both of you can move in together. And if you do, things will actually be a lot more stable. If you're already together, there's a lot of positivity with the arrival of this child. AZ, what's the energy for me during this Uranus transit? Thankfully, we have the temperance. So it's Sagittarius, it's a lot of balance, and it's going to be a lot of balance that takes any kind of, you know what I'm saying, chaos in your life and adds peace, because now things are in balance and your things are more put together. All right, it's a really awesome card. I would study it more too personally and embrace the card. Rosalind Steele, we have the 8 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. So the job advice is saying, if you need to walk away from certain if you need to walk away from the job, you're going to get a better job if you're feeling like it. But I get the sense that you might need to take a vacation and to just take some time out and just recharge, because you'll really tap more into your community that way in your home. All right. Quantum and Dave, Quantum, would it be best to lean into my lover? The 4 of Swords is saying, yeah, you want to really have more chill times. It'd be best to meditate, because you'll kind of gain an intuitive understanding as both of you very much so, you know, meld and weave your energies together. So lean into your lover, but in a more objective way where you're definitely a lot more focused. All right. And meditate. The more you meditate and get rest, the better. David Rosher, insights for current focused business project. We have the Tower. So we have the 4 of Wands and we have the Queen of Wands. There's going to be something on your business project that falls apart. But due to it falling apart or just implementing, it's going to actually give you success, because it's going to happen prematurely. And you just kind of want to look forward to quick results and quick success here. Lily 626. We have the 8 of Cups, but we also have the 3 of Wands. And we also have the Star. So you're walking away from old plans, but know that there's a new day and a new horizon, and the new plans you have planned for yourself are going to lead to a climax of greatness. Your wishes are going to come true. Everything you're seeing out into fruition is definitely going to come into form. So know that whatever your soul is seeking, you're going to see, and you want to really plan this adventure out knowing what you're seeking is seeking you. Isaiah Tobin, we have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? The Ace of Pentacles is definitely speaking of new financial income revenue streams. And if you're working on a new project, you obviously will have the opportunity to make this a recurring income stream. Just do what is necessary to bring this into reality. Latrice Atkinson. We have the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is speaking of you having to stay productive but independent. So when it comes to career advice, you have what it takes to be self-employed. And the 2 of Pentacles is saying you can juggle your own self-employed income and being employed by an employer. So all you have to do is just stay productive. Make sure you're never not working. And this will be good for you over the next 6 months. It will hold you off until Saturn goes direct in September, and then you can chill. Dara, we have the Judgment card for you and the King of Wands. So if there's any Leos in your life, if there's someone who's definitely very passionate on their own path, this person loves you, but you'll know who loves you by the way they let you know. Like, you'll know someone really loves you because they'll show you. They're not going to do that whole timid stuff. And this Judgment card is the King of Wands, definitely coming out to show you that love. Amaris, thank you very much. Enjoyed our consultation yesterday. we have the Five of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're going to come into a lot of money, Amaris, but then there are going to be some people who feel that you owe them money or you have to pay them, and they're liars. So don't feel like you owe anyone any of the money you come into. It's like an inherit. I kind of see it as like fighting over an inheritance or something. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, it's still, you still want to just be very objective with how things are dealt. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Always a pleasure, always a joy. Make sure you hit me up on Future Life as well. Got a lot of fresh content for you coming up, Gemini season. And until next week, peace.